This video is for the range officers and assistant range officers working the PSA shootout. The first bit is going to be range commands. Don't worry about memorizing them. We're going to have them on the table for you to read from as needed. The important thing is to understand what each range command means. First range command is make ready. This means that the shooter is now allowed to touch his firearm, gain access to the trigger. He can arrange his magazines as he needs. He's going to load, make the gun ready, and in this case, apply the safety on a single action gun. Important, safety must be applied on single action firearms. If it's double action and the safety decocks the gun, it must be decocked, and then he can remove the safety for a double action first shot. The next range command is, are you ready? This requires no response from the shooter. He'll say no if he's not ready. So, are you ready? Next command is stand by. Stand by means wait for the beep, at which point you're going to wait between 2 and 4 seconds and give him a beep. He's going to shoot and reload as needed until all the steel is down or he hits his 90-second par time. If the par time comes, which you'll know by a second beep from the timer, stop the shooter, tell him to unload and show clear. This is the next range command. Unload and show clear. Remove the magazine and open the firearm so that you can see inside the chamber and ensure that there is not a round in the chamber. The last range command is if clear, hammer down and holster. This means slide forward, hammer down, proving that the chamber is empty and there's not a round in there, and you're going to put your gun either back in the bag, back in a sleeve, or back in the holster. Once that's done and everything is safe, you can then say that the range is clear. That gives everybody a clue that everything's safe and we can go down and set steel. In addition to the safety items we spoke about earlier, the 180-degree plane from where the gun is and behind us is a problem for some shooters. One thing we're watching for is that the shooter does not break the 180, turns around with the gun and points the gun at his friends. That's not okay. A time when this becomes really evident is when shooters in the past have applied their gun to the bag directly from the table and turned around with the gun and pointed it at their friends. We need to have the bag on the table or the sleeve on the table for bagging so that there's no inclination for a shooter to turn around with their firearm, even though we know it's probably unloaded at this point because we already cleared them and all that fun stuff. Bag on the table, sleeve on the table to unbag and unsleeve and rebag and resleeve.